What could you do to protect your pets if you're sick or injured? My product, Save My Pet ID tag, helps you ensure that your beloved pets are safe and well cared for, even when life isn't what you expect.
I'm digging our guest. They are Sergeant Mark Tappen and Canine Mattis, a German Shepherd who I understand set a record to help getting the bad guys with you during his stellar 6.5-year career. Is that true? I mean, move over Caitlin Clark from the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I don't know, move over Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Shoot.
She's awesome. But tell us, brag a little bit about this dog.
He's just incredible. It was one of those, I got him and I had immediate trust in him. He was accurate. He was intense. He had a work ethic. So we went out and worked, and he's got more apprehensions, more arrests, more fines than any of the other dogs combined in his river department. So he's worked his butt off.
So he got to be Officer of the Year or something, didn't he?
Yeah. So when the event happened where he got the Purple Heart, he got Officer of the Year. He won the Director's Award. So he's also the most awarded dog in our department's history.
So we do need to step back in time because you put it on TikTok and you were trying to go after a couple of bad guys and it almost cost Mattis his life, right?
It did. Yeah. It was an intense situation, and it was a series of unfortunate events that turned out to be fortunate because it just showed how amazing this dog really is. Long story short is these guys that should have gotten away, didn't get away, started running straight towards me behind some restaurants where there's a large retention wall. And I'd been back in this area before. So at places, the retention wall is about 10 feet high. So it's this wall that goes down to where a creek is.
Okay.
And it's got a railing on the top. And so the guy sees he's running directly at me as he's coming behind these restaurants. And I had Mattis out. I hit my door popper, which flings the door open, and he's trained to run by my side.
Okay.
And so that's what he's doing is he's running by my side. The guy sees us and he hops over the retention railing. And so I run to where he is and I start to leap over, and I realize that the guy is still falling. It's not 10 feet, it's 30 feet. And I grab onto the retention railing, and out of the corner of my eye, I see Mattis flying over the top. And I remember the look in his eyes. I remember his body position. And it's one where when he does things, he's extremely confident. This was fear. And my heart sunk. He fell. He landed on the first guy, which there's only one guy at that time. There's a second guy that was in the car, but he landed on the guy, but he fell 30 feet. From 30 feet above, and again, this is a police dog, I told him to lay down, and he did.
Oh my God.
Told the guy if he moves, he's going to get bit. He didn't move. I had Mattis, because he was about 10 feet away at that time. He kind of hit the guy and bounced a little bit. I told Mattis to move closer. So I was get closer from 30 feet above, and he gets closer to the guy, almost snout to nose, and guards that guy. I was racking my brain trying to figure out how to get down there. There was a tree I was going to jump onto. I knew if I jumped, every bone in my body would be broken, especially with all my gear on. It was going to be painful. Another officer showed up, and I told him to run down, and you could see the kind of the fear in his eyes, because a lot of times you're kind of scared to be around a police dog because you don't know what they're going to do. Right. And I told him, it's okay. Go down there, get the guy in cuffs, and then I'll come down. He trusted me. He got that guy in cuffs. I went down and I checked Mattis, and I did what I'd been trained to do, which was check all of his extremities to see if he had any breaks or if there's tenderness to touch.
Yeah.
So I did all those things, and there was nothing. Like he showed no response to me checking him. I got a call that the second guy was in a run. They needed us over there. So we hopped in the car, ran across the street, passed all the other cops, and in a dead sprint, the guy saw Mattis and gave up, and then Mattis collapsed. I knew it was something big. It had to be from the fall. So I picked him up. I threw him in my car, called the emergency vet ahead of time, got him to the vet. They let me come back, which I so appreciate because he's a different dog when I'm not around.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He's your partner.
Yeah. And he wants me there, and I want to be with him. And so I go back with him, and they're doing x-rays. They couldn't get him onto the table without my help. And so I get him onto the table. They do x-rays and they say, we need to get him into surgery right away. And that's not what you want to hear
No.
as the handler of a dog, my best friend. And apparently he had sustained a lacerated liver in the initial fall. He fought through the pain. He caught 2 guys. Until the job was done, he did not give up.
That's a partner anyone would want.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that I am so sad but glad because he
Yes.
did his job. That's what he was trained for. That's what you're trained for. But I'm so glad there was a happy ending.
Yeah, well, very happy. That was early on in his career, and all of his accolades, really, all the apprehensions and fines and everything came after, for the most part, that. So that was very early on. He's an amazing dog.
So let's get a little silly.
Okay.
Because you have some fun on your TikTok. You want to tell everybody the handle? What's the TikTok?
Yeah, on TikTok, it's K9_Mattis, Mattis.
Okay, so you got a new knee or you had some surgery, right?
Yeah, 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
tell me.
I've had 2 ACLs. One was the first time I tore it was with tracking.
Okay.
We were doing tracking and I tore my ACL, frustrated. I knew it tore, walked back to the car, drove myself to the hospital, got it repaired. And then a year later, I was making a TikTok doing a backflip on a trampoline in gear and tore my ACL the second time. It was funny because my wife was out there. She was filming it for me because I landed the backflip the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, do one more. I want to do it in slow motion. And I did it and I landed it, but I felt my knee.
The same knee?
Oh yeah. Same knee. I felt it pop. My left.
Okay.
My left. And it's kind of funny. As you probably know, my dog is on my left side. So he heals on my left side. He's a huge dog. And so he's that shepherd that likes to lean into you.
Oh, yeah.
I have injuries all up and down, left bicep, this nasty finger, my left knee, like this side is tore up because of this amazing dog.
So you healed. Tell us about the TikTok that you're on a bench in a gym and you're in gym clothes. And then because you're the magic of editing, come on, spill the beans.
Yeah, I think that was after I tore my knee, I think.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I did my homework on you.
Stupid. Yeah.
Sergeant.
I totally forgot about it. Yeah, that was one where I like jump off a bench and do a front snap kick. And as I come down, Mattis appears on my shoulder type thing. And it was kind of funny too, because I did it where like someone's like, you could have edited that so you didn't have to jump off the bench with the dog on your shoulder. And I'm like, yeah, it wouldn't look as cool.
No.
Anyway.
Well, as you said, be authentic, engage with your audience and have a dog. I mean, you've got it.
Yes.
Now you're trying to promote your new kid book, Canine Mattis, and he has, oh my gosh, he has a rose in his mouth. Come on. What's he doing?
Yeah. Well, when he has a rose, just he'll do everything I ask him to. And so he put flowers in his mouth, whatever. He'll do it.
He'll do it to try to help book sales, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So,
you're talking about the Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Okay. Yeah. No, that was,
All right. So how did that go?
Bow tie on him, flowers, put the book in front of it. Yeah.
Just needed a little very white music and everything would have been set, right?
You know how publishers are, man. They want you to think outside the box, help sell books.
So how are you going to kick off this book tour? How do people get their paws on this book and learn more about you and the amazing Mattis?
Well, you already said earlier, mydogmattis.com is a great place to go. Amazon, if you look up either my name, Mark Tappen, or if you look up K9 Mattis on the job, you'll find our books, including my adult book that's also coming out later. You can go to our TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is, you could find us and all the avenues to be able to get this. We're going to be going around. We're going to New York in March for a media tour and all. You're all familiar with all these things that you get to do when you write a book.
It's something never to underestimate. I've been on 2 national book tours and it's grinding, but it's good. It's a good.
I need to take notes.
Mr. TikTok, you put the capital T in TikTok. I still have lowercase t's in my TikTok, but I'm trying. But can you share a little passage from the book? Because there's a lot of kids that tune into our show. Is there a little 30-second thing you can tease us with? Come on. And show.
Let's see.
I
love just the back where it says, well, let me show you some of the art because I love the art. I think the artist Donald Wu did an amazing job on this book. Like I was blown away by the way that he grabs Mattis, and you can see the action, like where he's trying to sniff down,
and for the
beautiful
folks
wooded
coming in
scene
on their radio, it is the beautiful black German Shepherd flying in a double page.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
See,
Very good.
like he's following the odor.
Yeah.
Here, but it says Mattis has lots of jobs and he likes all of them. Sometimes he sniffs out trouble. Other times he chases down bad guys. But these jobs aren't his favorite thing. And that's kind of what you're getting at in the whole book, is to find out what his favorite thing to do is. And this came from, like, the Canine Mattis on the job. It came from the question I got most when I did demonstrations is, what does an average day in a canine officer's life look like? And so that's what this book is about.
Well, I am so happy to have you on our show. We're speaking with Sergeant Mark Tappen, Canine Mattis. Can Canine Mattis come to the camera if he'd be so kind? I'd love to take a screenshot if we can.
Oh, that's the good boy.
Yeah, it is.
That's the
All
good
right.
boy.
You don't need that left hand, do you?
That's right. He's gotten into this thing where he likes to chew rings.
Oh, okay.
So, master dog trainer, any idea why he likes to do that?
Well,
I don't know.
It has your scent on it, and it's hard. And you might want to check his gums, not to be weird. I always rule out veterinary things first. My dog having to have a dental surgery, so check that out. But my gosh,
Will do.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life.